Good evening. This is Shirai Hajai. Today is August 11, 2019. The time is approximately 6:43 p.m. and this is my third segment on serial harassments, identity theft, and continued violation and retaliation, part 3. And I'm going to talk about two things. It's going to be a short video because I lose my voice. This is difficult for me to go public like this, and this is the only way I could find some type of temporary relief from these abuses, serial abuses, and retaliation, and false reporting and misrepresentation abuses. Also, I'm being placed constantly in false light as well. The next discussion that I will be speaking about is I have never received any legal documentation, subpoena, or summons in any judiciary court system, even in my home state or United States, in regards to my identification of goods, identity instruments, or identifiers. Never, not once. If they were sent, somebody confiscated it in order for prevent me from receiving these documentation to appear in court. And I think this is part of the problem as well as the forged marriage certification and civil unions that I have never participated in. And it was done behind my back on either forgery it was accomplished basically behind my back using forged or fraudulent identity instrument and signature forgery. It wasn't I. I never got married in a church and any religious organization as well. So I want to clear this up if anything happened to me, because now I'm being threatened. They're going to throw me in the streets again because I can prove who I am, so they can lock me up and then take copies of all my information so they can continue to allow these people to take advantage of me. This is extremely difficult. I lost my family because of this. They even killed my mother in 2000, and I believe because she can verify me as her daughter. I'm not even sure you're aware. Remember in 2009 they had this big issue at this burial site in Illinois where my mother's buried there. What a coincidence. I was in the emergency room when I saw it over the TV screen. And I couldn't go and verify it. What my suspicion was, they dug up the whole burial site to conceal what they'd done to my credentials. Why, I don't know. Okay. The second thing I want to discuss with you over this YouTube video over identity theft. I have people constantly telling me I'm angry. I never showed any aggressions towards anyone. I'm angered over just from the reactions of what they have done to me. I'm not a violent person as they appear. And they're using, and when I say I'm special interests, these people who are publicly exploiting me, and some religious organization, because I'm finding out they're coming out and certain denominations and certain religious organizations are involved in this problem as well. I'm not angered. I can't even find peace. My life was totally ruined to accommodate someone else that supersede my rights when they know they didn't even match the photograph or the pigmentation, the nose, 10, forensic biometrics, the blood type. It's all about what he or she or the special interest group or some of the religious organization think of me, and I'm not supposed to have an opinion. They want to be able to do this without consequences. They want to take advantage of me without consequences. They want to whore me. The new word, they want me to enjoy myself. I live in constant fear. Constant. Well, these people they support, they preferably treated and profile more favorably, live under my education. They didn't earn it. They didn't work for the achievement, bureaucracy, for that achievement. They're just living comfortable. I'm not angered. And if I was, they still have no rights. This is another reason they're justifying that I'm angry. They justify what they did. But they ain't talking about their anger. They're aggressively angered. I almost got killed behind this method. I'm sorry, my glasses look like bifocals. Well, they are. I'm having difficulty seeing. I would take them off. They're not talking about their anger. No one is speaking about their anger. It's always about them. They can't help them. That's all I hear. They camp out around my apartment, shouting from the distance from my apartment, following me in the store, telling me what they think. You should hear it like I hear it. They're not talking about how they almost killed me over my credentials, my identification of goods, identity instruments, or identifiers. And they don't see this, the people that are special interest group or religious organizations doesn't see this as anger. As aggressively angered. They forge me because I'm on my right paperwork, and they don't see that as angered. But I'm angered. I'm pretty meek for what happened. They're sabotaging my accounts, my Facebook account I was locked out of. Now on my major Gmail account, my blog, I can't even get into it. I can't even log into it. I just tried this evening, and it basically the API that's linked to your master email, your Google account that's linked to it. I can't even open it up. It just goes back to the home page. The blog still exists out there, but I can't get in it. These are the kinds of odd things I have. Something always strange happens. And I don't think I have intelligible enough to know that there's a problem, even though I'm becoming a developer. Wow, with cancer. And they don't see what they do to me as anger. They do a lot of things behind people's back. The last thing I want to talk about today, they don't want to appear in court. I think I mentioned this in part 1 segment. And they don't want to appear in court because they know they can't prove they preferably treated and profiled more favorably person in court. And they have their covert operation against my citizenship when they know they can't prove it. Imagine yourself in my shoes at my age. I lost almost 2 decades of work. I was gainfully employed, working every day, and my career and my life stopped in less than 6 months after they compromised me. I don't get no support. They took away, they made sure I had no friends. People are scared, even scared to come around me. People that do care are scared to come around me because their family may be targeted because they talk to me. And they can't even prove it. That's the scary part about this. They can't even prove it. I live in total distress mode 24/7. I don't sleep well. I prance. And they hear me in my apartment. I know they're eavesdropping on me to control this human rights problem. So I speak in my apartment. I'm not crazy. They have told me what I've said inside my apartment. I never seen these people in my life. This is difficult. It's late. And have a blessed evening. Sunday evening. Goodbye.